Hey guys, today I'm gonna be reacting to a video by Riley J. Dennis. And if you couldn't tell already, the format's like way different. That's because I'm gonna be like reacting to it like straight live instead of just talking about it. Because usually on my usual videos I hadn't been able to figure out like a way to put in the actual clips until now. And what I decided to do was like record my phone itself playing the video on my video editor while talking over it. So yeah. Warning, by the way. Um I'm sorry if I pause like every 6 seconds. It's just like I've already seen this video, and that's because I wanted to film this earlier blind. I did it, I filmed it all and stuff, and then when I finished, it didn't like save, so I had to do it again, and I tried a different thing. And I think the screen recorder is better anyways. So, yeah. Sorry if I sound bored or unenthusiastic. It's nothing personal. I'm just sad that I have to see this garbage again. Anyways, let's get on with it.
Recently on the internet, there's been a lot of discussion around genital preferences and transphobia. In this video, I'm going to use the word cissexism instead of transphobia.
Oh! I've watched this video around 3 times now. The fact that they made yet another new buzzword. Like, wow. Sorry. Let's at least let him get to around like 30 or 20 seconds. Let's see if I can contain myself.
But they're really similar words. At its most basic, cissexism means prejudice or discrimination against transgender people. So what's been happening is that some people are making the argument that it's not cissexist at all to only be attracted to people with one kind of genitals. For example, these people might argue that being attracted to only women with vaginas in no way negatively affects trans people. On the other hand, I would...
The only thing that affects is their dating life, and I'm sure they'll be able to find someone else that doesn't mind them having opposite genitals to what gender they are.
Argue that it's more complicated than that. We all have our implicit biases built into our preferences, and gender...
Does it have to be more complicated than that, though? And, I know he said implicit bias, but, like, the way he's framing this is as if, like, people are making a conscious decision to be attracted to the genitals that they are attracted to. When, in fact, it is not a conscious decision at all. It's, like, you can't control what you're attracted to. You just are.
Isn't as simple as just the genitals you have. But after I say that, I usually get a bunch of blatantly cis...
Okay, sorry again. While it is true that your gender and sex and gender are different, they are still intertwined very closely with each other. This is how I like to remember the separation between gender and sex. Well, both of them are being biological. Sex is down there, genitals, and gender is up here, brain. And if he says what I think he's gonna say, like, I don't, like, I thought, because he's kind of framing gender as, like, social constructs. Like, I think he believes that gender is a social construct, and if he does, then this video trying to tell about trans people is actually quite transphobic if you think about it, because, if you're saying that gender is a social construct, then trans people are just, like, essentially putting on dresses and saying, I am this gender because I say so. Like, Riley, that might be what you're doing because you probably don't have dysphoria, but people with dysphoria have dysphoria because gender is in their brain. They have extreme discontent with their gender, and therefore want to present themselves as the other gender instead of being this sex they were born as. So just little things.
Sexist responses. So I thought I'd address all of those responses at once. Number one,
Cis
being
sexist.
homophobic. In this argument, I often get accused of homophobia,
Well, you want to get all technical. You are kind of being homophobic. Well, like, you're being all... like, you're being heterophobic, homophobic, whatever. You're being autophobic, and it's... like, I know he's not trying to be. But, basically... when people say you're being homophobic by using this argument, it's because... like, for example, being a lesbian, you're attracted to the opposite sex. The opposite sex includes vagina. Most lesbians are attracted to vagina. That's why they're lesbians. So, if you're saying that, hey, your attraction is sexist because you don't consider trans women with penises, therefore you're just a sexist, then you're like invalidating. Then you're like invalidating her preferences, which she cannot control because she's fucking lesbian. And I think those people are kind of right when they say that. But I know you're not doing it with intent. I think it still counts. I'm not sure. Like, I know you're not, like, intently being homophobic. But if you think about it, like, saying that you must be this or you're cis-sexist, like, you're not outright saying that they have to like dick, but you're saying that if they don't, then they're being cis-sexist. And no one wants to be any type of sexist or phobe or ick. Like, no one, no one wants to do that. It's just a mess.
Homophobia or lesbian erasure by lesbians who believe that I'm trying to change their sexual orientation or identity. They say that my language sounds a lot like a dude who tried to turn them straight, or like conversion therapy.
You do sound like that dude that tries to turn him straight, though. You're exactly that dude. Listen, like, a lesbian... like, you find a hot lesbian, and you're like, hey, girl, get in my crib. I can't imagine him acting feminine, I'm sorry. Hey, girl, I want to get in my crib. We want to do some fun times. You want to internalize you want me to internalize your misogyny. Internalize your misogyny. And she's like, oh yeah, internalize my misogyny. And then she finds out you have a dick. And she says, oh, I'm not into dicks. I'm into vaginas. I'm into women. What would you do, Riley? Because I feel like you'd say, are you sure about that? Or is it just social influence? Try this penis, it'll change your life. Oh, yeah? You don't like dick? You don't like dick? That's because you've never tried my dick. Because the way this video is going, I feel like you're going to go for that instead of, no, okay, that's just your preferences. I respect that. I'll just internalize someone else's misogyny. But going away with this video, I think you're going to go with the first choice. Trying to be as little confusing as possible. Not really working out, as you can tell. I don't know why I'm such a scatterbrain today. Like, I was even worse when recording this the first time. Maybe I was meant to do this the second time. Anyways, let's carry on.
Responses are rooted in cis-sexism. This is because I'm not telling lesbians that they can't be lesbians. If you're a woman who only likes women, go ahead.
But you are. The point of being a lesbian is someone with a vagina liking vagina. That's the definition of being a lesbian. God. So therefore, by you saying that their genital preferences are invalid and it's just social influence, and you should be able to like all all sexual genitals because some women have penises, then you are, Riley, you are.
Identify as a lesbian. But some women have penises, and if the fact that some lesbians might be attracted to those women offends you, it's because you...
If some lesbians are attracted to those women, then I'm not quite sure if they're actual lesbians. I don't know. That's why you can tell me if I'm wrong or not. I don't know. I'm not sure. Not honestly. But it's like, but whatever. That's their own genital preference. Doesn't mean that all lesbians like all genitals. Most lesbians like vagina because they're lesbians. Did I say something offensive?
Don't think trans women are real women. That's because these accusations of homophobia make it sound like I'm trying to convince
It's not about if trans women are real women. It's about what genitals they have. Most lesbians aren't attracted to dick because they're lesbians. Therefore, a male to female who still has a dick wouldn't fit their description, even though they identify as female, maybe them look really feminine, but if they have a dick, then sorry, just the way things go. Luckily there are other people for them who like both or whatever. And that's just the way what life is.
lesbians to like men, but I'm not. I'm trying to show that preferences for women with vaginas over women with penises...
You're not trying to convince them to like men, but you are trying to convince them to like penis. Or at least to like... Yeah, like penis. And when they don't like penis, and you're trying to convince them to like penis for saying, well, if you don't like penis, then you mean to... Then being this sexist, then that is like trying to change their preferences, and like, yeah, just no, stop it.
Might be partially informed by the influence of a cis-sexist society. You do not have to like men. You do not have to date men or have sex with men. And if you think that's what I'm arguing, you're simultaneously strawmanning my argument and implying that trans women are men.
No, you're strawmanning our argument. No one said anything about men. We're talking about genitals here. Men are not genitals. Genitals are not men. However, men have genitals that lesbians are attracted to. Some women have genitals that lesbians are attracted to. Deal with it.
2. You're upholding rape culture. This is honestly the worst response that I've heard and probably the most cis-sexist one. That's because trans women have a long history...
That is a really weird response, and since I've already watched this, I can confirm that this is probably the worst response. Let's see what he has to say, though. Oh wait, I remember. This has, almost nothing to do with this, honestly. It's just, it's just a quick insert of bathroom issues and conservative women think that trans women are rapists. That's what that is. So I'm just gonna skip until I find the next. Boom, boom, boom. Hang on.
Pressure to have sex with somebody. This isn't about an individual. This is not saying you have to have sex with a trans woman or you're cis-sexist. It's saying that you should examine the societal influences on your preferences. There's a massive difference between...
This is not this is not saying that if you don't date a trans woman, you're cis-sexist? Well, if you want to be all, specific, then technically it's not... This video is not saying that. I'm talking about the genitals on those trans women that often don't attract to lesbians and lesbian women because why? They have dicks. Most lesbian women are attracted to vagina. And what's so hard to grasp about that? And it's all natural too. All natural. It's not socially constructed. I know it's not socially constructed. Being attracted to certain genitals. Like, for example, gay people who are attracted to the same genitals. Because in places like the Middle East and most of Africa and some of Asia, like being homosexual is frowned upon in society. Society promotes heterosexuality and discourages homosexuality. If your genital influences were as largely influenced by societal influences as Riley claims, then don't you think gay people in those societies would just think, hey, liking vagina gets me killed here. How about I stop that and suck dick instead? Like, if it was that big of an influence, then there'll be no gay people in those societies at all. But there are, because it's natural. It's a natural thing. They can't change that about themselves, even if they wanted to.
Honing in on individual scenarios and considering wider societal issues and attitudes. Number 3, I'm allowed to have my preferences. Technically, you're right.
Aha! He's conceding. He's agreeing. He's been red-pilled. Someone get the red pills. Get the Nazi flags. It's happening. It's happening. It's happening now.
Allowed to have your preferences and you don't have to change anything. But there's more to it than that, and ignoring the deeper issues by stopping at a surface-level analysis doesn't do this issue any justice.
Damn. So close.
Like, you're allowed to have a lot of things. You're allowed to have prejudice towards trans people, but that doesn't mean you should. So if we look a little deeper into this issue, there's the
Yeah, but you having prejudice towards trans people is a choice. Your genital preferences are not a choice. Someone should start a count on how many times I've said genital preferences aren't a choice, or it's natural, or something like that. I wouldn't be surprised if it was over 10 by now, and I'm barely halfway past this video.
Possibility of your genital preferences being at least somewhat partially informed by growing up in a cis-sexist society. There's also
They're not, though, or we would change them. God.
the fact that a preference is different than saying you would never do something. Like, having a preference for tall girls is fine, but refusing to date anyone under 5'7" is ridiculous. And obviously that's not a perfect analogy because short girls as a group don't face the societal marginalization that trans women do. But I'm interested in having a
That was a terrible analogy.
conversation about labels and implicit bias and trans-inclusive language. Simply saying, it's my preference, end of discussion, is a good way of sidelining all of those issues and instead centering the feelings of cis people in a discussion that's about trans people.
This is about cis people, though. This whole thing about genital preferences is about cis people and talking about genital preferences from a cis point of view. This whole conversation is about cis people. How dare you?
Number 4, I have a trans friend who says this is okay. People love their tokens.
I know a trans YouTuber who says this is okay. Shout me out, Blair White.
I've done an entire video on moral licensing and why this is a terrible defense, but in summary, you'll always be able to find trans people to back up your cis-sexist views. You'll always be able to...
Oh, is he saying that you'll always be able to find people with internalized transphobia? I feel like this is where it's heading. Is this where it's heading? I feel like it's going to say something along the lines of internalized transphobia. Who wants to bet? I bet you 50 cookie Hershey's. Also, if you're American and you feel like sending me cookie Hershey's, please send me some. My friend brought me some, and I'm addicted to them, and they taste so nice. And please, anyone out there, please.
Find gay people who spout anti-gay rhetoric. You can even find people of color who openly advocate racist policies. That doesn't make you right. Having a trans friend doesn't mean you're suddenly an expert on trans issues.
Makes you more knowledgeable, though.
People often internalize negative ideas about their own identities.
Oh, wait, shut up. Did you hear him? He said internalize negative ideas. He actually did the thing. I didn't think it happened, but it did. Honestly, he's like one word away from internalized transphobia. That is the best.
Take them with passion. I've met gay men who told me that their homosexuality was a sin and that their punishment was to be celibate for their entire lives. And even still, they'd probably go to hell.
So he met a Catholic priest?
that would be anti-gay for any straight person to say, and it's also not okay for gay people to advocate that. In the same way, if trans people are saying cis-sexist...
Okay. But their religion is their choice. They could choose to not believe in that. I don't think this point makes sense, actually. Never mind.
Garbage, it's still cis-sexist garbage. And look, there are cis people who are on my side as well, so if you think it's okay to point to your token trans friend, then I can just point to my token cis friend. Number 5.
Don't stoop that low to their level, Riley. Come on. You're better than that. You don't need it. You're better than that. Also, for a token cis person, you could just point to yourself because there's no way you're transgender. Like, I know if anyone watches this at all, I'm probably going to get some SJW, like, raging in the comments about how I've called him the whole time. It's just that I actually do try to call her. It's just that even that I want to identify him by his pronouns, I literally can't. She literally puts no effort to look like a dude. Like, what the fuck? And she can't, like, could she at least draw her eyeliner on properly? Like, come on. Or, like, wear a scarf and cover up your Adam's apple forever. Just, like, perma scarf. I think that'll get at least one more person calling her instead of he. Anyways, this last one, don't see too many of that, because that's whatever. Let's just see what he says.
I'm triggered by penises because of past sexual trauma. That's completely understandable. I've never said that anyone should have to have sex with someone with a penis if they don't want to. If intimacy with someone who has a penis is triggering for you, I would never suggest that you have to do that. Take your time to heal and work through your trauma at your own pace. Just be aware that the majority of people making the I could never date someone with a penis argument are not doing so because of trauma or triggers. So that is all of the typical responses I could think of. The first two responses in particular come from TERF, radfem, and gender-critical ideologies.
TERFs are so stupid.
Which are all proudly anti-trans. Even if you don't consider yourself a part
Wait. Gender critics. He listed gender critics as in like the Sargon, the armored skeptic, the amazing atheist, the people who believe in biology. No, there are only two genders. I think that's who he's talking about. Proudly transphobic. Wow. Wow. How? No. Just no.
You're siding with them when you use their argument. Their entire platform is cis-sexist, and their
He said cis-sexist. He said the cis-sexist. I love how he's trying to make this a thing. Stop saying cis-sexist. It's not gonna be a thing. It's never gonna be a thing.
Arguments reflect that. So even if you say you believe trans women are women, it doesn't do a whole lot of good if you're still...
Of course I believe trans women are women. But that doesn't mean that gay people are entitled to like the genitals if they happen to still have a dick.
Completely siding with folks who don't believe that trans women are women. And the last thing I want to say about this is that if you'd rather not have sex with a woman who has a penis, maybe just don't make such a huge deal of it. Trans women are often
Yeah, that depends though. If they didn't tell you about it and like, okay, so 2 women are going on a little date. One is trans, hasn't done bottom surgery yet, and the other's cis. They get canoodly and close, and they'd rather have sex. The trans woman still hasn't told the other woman that she's trans or that she has a dick, and she like pulls down the trousers and the dick. Obviously, the cis woman is gonna be shocked, surprised, grossed out, whatever. It's like, I expected her to be like, oh. I expecting her to be like, Oh, you tricked me and didn't tell me about this. I'm not really into dick, although I don't want to be transphobic, so I guess I could suck your dick for like 2 minutes. Fucker.
Afraid of not being found attractive or desirable after coming out, and you're not helping. If you really want to be an ally to trans people,
Then maybe they should tell people they're trying to date about their situation instead of hiding it. Damn.
you could just not talk about it. And by that, I'm not trying to censor you, okay? So don't pretend this.
This whole video is you talking about it. I'm pretty sure that no one would have cared as much if you didn't. To be honest with you, I'm pretty sure no one would have cared as much if you didn't post this video. Because when he posted this video, he just got like onslaught of YouTubers reacting to it, including me, and giving the video more attention, therefore giving the subject at hand more attention, therefore making it a bigger deal than it needs to be. Because this doesn't really need to be talked about. It's just like, oh, it's just my gender preference, whatever. Like, ordinarily, it doesn't matter. But in this weird universe in this weird place we call Earth, it does. Now it matters, because Riley made his stupid fucking video. And I'm not saying that I'm perfect here. I'm obviously contributing. But, yeah, your point there, Riley, you're not helping this at all, is what I'm trying to say.
The censorship. You have the freedom to say whatever you want. I'm just asking you to consider if it's necessary.
You don't have the freedom to like whatever genitals you want without being called a transphobic for a right, Riley?
To say those things when they reflect harmful or violent rhetoric. Because if you have an opinion that you know is only going to make people feel bad about themselves, why constantly share it with the world? It's fine.
While on dating sites, it'd be like useful information. Back to the cis and trans woman. You don't want a trans woman to date cis woman thinking, hey, this girl actually accepts me, because the cis woman didn't put it there. It's just like, I don't want to make anyone feel bad when I tell them I don't like Nick. And trans woman like pulls down her fucking skirt and she's just like, I love how accepting you are of me. And the cis woman like, no, what the fuck, no, Like, you don't think that would make them feel worse? Like, at least it's like ripping a band-aid off. Like what you're suggesting people not to do is just like ripping a band-aid off fast, like get it, right? Just like get it done and over with. And then what you're suggesting for people to do instead is like ripping a band-aid slow on a gaping wound that hasn't healed yet. I think ripping it off slow hurts a lot more.
Attractive, but it's mean to constantly yell about how unattractive you find those people, especially when those people are oppressed. For another imperfect analogy, it'd be like if you weren't attracted to girls with short hair. That would be fine, but you probably wouldn't write articles and make videos defending why it's okay for you to not.
Yeah, that's because people don't give as much attention to other preferences. Because not liking girls with short hair doesn't get the girl with short hair victim points. But not liking or being into trans individuals gets trans individuals victim points, which is why it matters to SJWs, which is why it matters to anti-SJWs. Okay.
Like girls with short hair. You could do that, but sometimes it's just best to be polite. And that is everything I have to say on that topic. This video is a part of my Feminism with Riley series that I'm doing.
Fuck, I'm so pissed I had to watch that again. That is all from me today. If you like this video, please like it. If you like this format, comment, tell me below. If you don't like this video, tell me why. And yeah, see you next time I upload. And don't forget to subscribe. I'm going to link the video down below in the description. And that's all from me and your faggot with eyeliner on.